Good evening, everyone. So, Monday evening, and as you can see from this here, work has begun on the 2850 at last. It was put in last week, early last week, and all the intentions were to make a start on it then, but didn't get round to it with one thing or another. We were trying to get the shed finished at the time, because we had cattle needed to go into it over the weekend just gone, which you've seen on the footage. And then we also had other work to be done with some of the cattle that were already in. We got that done last week as well. The weather was working with us that we could get the likes of those jobs done. It was good weather, so it just meant that 2850, even though it's right up there at the top of the list on things that needs done, there was a few other things just had to be squeezed in front of it. So got them out of the way now and down to work on it. Got the head off earlier on, if you remember. We had some water that started leaking out just here between the head and the block, and didn't actually overheat the tractor, so I spotted the water coming out of it that just the previous few days before I had done the video on it, and we had parked the tractor up because we knew that there was more than likely an issue with the head gasket. Well, we got the gasket off, and as you can see, it's in a fairly sorry state. It's just, as you can see there, it's all like pitted and rotten. You can see through it there in places. So mostly it's just down to age, I suppose. Tractor is now 25 years old. It's 1993. So yeah, it's over 25 years old, 25 and a half years old. I think it was May 93 it was registered. So yeah, it's done its time, the head gasket, and time for a new one. Sent the head away today after we got it off. Sent it away to get it machine checked and tested and make sure everything's okay with the head. I'd imagine it should be, but it's always better to get it checked anyway, make sure. We've just cleaned up the top of the block here and got it ready for the head gasket to go back on. We won't have the head back, I'd say, till tomorrow evening. It only went away this evening, so probably won't be a head going back on it until Wednesday. So it's going to be sitting for a day or so. The wheels, they were left in last week to get painted, and what day did we leave them in? Was it Wednesday? So we're going to call in tomorrow and see how that's going on. I'd say they should be painted at this stage. It's not really that big of a panic on them at the minute, I suppose. The bonnet also was left in, and I don't know if it's painted or not. We'll have to go in and just see what's going on. We are going to take off these mud guards. We're going to paint them because there's a little scab of rust here. So we're going to take them off altogether and get that fixed up and sorted. And the same with the other side, so it'll just leave them a bit easier to get any work done on if they're off, and then we can pop them back on once they're painted. Haven't decided yet. We might pull this off as well. It's not that big of a job to take it off, so we might pull it off as well and leave it in to get it painted. It's always easier to get these things painted in the proper surroundings rather than get them come out and try and paint it here and the dust and straw blowing around the place. So took off the mud guards as well. Going to get 2 new skins for these. They're not too bad, I suppose, but you can see there's a little bit of a cut in them. We had the plastic welded before, but I think we're going to bite the bullet and just get 2 new ones. The wheels, they were a little bit wide, those for the wheels that were on the tractor. They were the original, is it 13.6 I think, or something like that they were. And we're going to put on a slightly wider wheel this time. So if we get the same mudguard again in size, it should fit the new wheel and it'll be less likely for it to be catching. We stick it a little bit past the wheel, and every time you got in close to anything at all, it seemed to be flicking the mudguard out. You know, you want it, if it was back a couple of mil on the inside of the tyre, it'd be a much better job. That The actual brackets that hold the mudguards on, they're not John Deere, you'll probably notice. The John Deere ones are like there's two green tubes on them. They're fairly light tube, and there was no mudguards on this tractor when we bought it, and we bought these here. I can't remember where we bought them, but these are a ZF bracket. They are made by the same crowd that made the front axle for John Deere, and they're a much stronger, more robust kind of a frame on them. But it has gotten fairly rusted. Like, we have the tractor now since '99, so they're on it since that. So we're going to loosen them apart, get them cleaned down, and we'll throw a coat of paint on them just to freshen them up a little bit. So that's kind of what's happening with the 2850. Work's only really starting on it now, so there'll be some videos coming now this week on how things is progressing on with it. That's really it for now. So until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.